Basketball fans, welcome back. So this is your daily, or I can say weekly, Kenya Morans update. And without further ado, let's just get into it. So the Kenya Morans, they played a game against the Team Select team, and my God, this was an insane game. This game ended 104-100. The Kenya Morans won by 4 points. And I even made a post talking about this game. I said, the Kenya Morans just conceded 183 points in 2 warm-up games. I mean, their defense is lacking, and this is a massive red flag for the team. And this tells you right there and then that the Kenya Morans are not ready. No good defense. Desmond Owili didn't have a good game. The only scoring production was coming from Alberto Dero. We had other guys who played for the Team Select balling out better than even the actual team that has been selected. So this begs the question, are we ready? Because I don't think that we are ready. And also another developing story that I was just covering when I was just going into the interwebs, Coach Cliff and the Kenya Morans TM, Maxine Kushla, sabotaged Coach Grant Wallace's position as the coach for the Morans. And at the same time, Coach Cliff was busy coaching the KPA Dockers in Eldoret the very same day the Kenya Morans were playing. I even made a video talking about that. So while the Morans are in the midst of preparing, the Morans team was in the hands of Coach Ansito Ofula, who is out of his depth, honestly, if you ask me. This is not a coach that can get you the win that you need. The Coach Ansito Ofula is way out of his depth. I've talked about the fact that Coach Cliff is a failure. The Kenya Morans right now, they don't have an identity. When it comes to even scoring, the bona fide number one option is Alberto Dero. And then teams can't catch on to the fact that this is your star player. They will go above and beyond to make sure that they remove him from the game. And they'll make sure to take him out of the game completely. And honestly, if you ask me, the Kenya Morans management is very incompetent. Even I saw an interview through the Fallen On podcast, the team manager.
Ilikuwa training game. We were trying to look at the gaps. We are about to reduce the team, so lazima tungeangalia gaps ziko wapi. So that was the importance of this game, na pia kuweka players wakwe game fit. So tuli request the other team walete a strong team, ndio team ikuwe game fit.
Na ni wapi unaona team inafaa kuimprove, place yenye unacheki ni kama kuna lapses, ni department gani?
Hiyo ni part ya technical bench. Mimi kama TM siwezi highlight such issues. So hiyo ni technical bench. Umechukua stats, wataona.
Na sasa wacha nikuulize swali kama TM. Should we expect more international players?
Yes, they are coming.
Nani anakam?
We will confirm next week.
Hujui?
Najua, I'm very sure who's coming.
Oh, you know who's coming?
Yes.
Lakini hauwezi tuambia sana.
Siwezi bado.
Asante sana TM. Shukran sana. Nimeshukuru.
You could see the team manager was just clueless of what is going on. And when you try to ask the questions that a team manager must know, she keeps throwing it to the coach. And this just shows, lack of knowledge and incompetence from her part. I feel like she has no role when it comes to the team. The Kenya Basketball Federation chose her to be at that position. So they rather hire, mediocrity over competence, over somebody who knows how to assemble a team that can be able to do that. But in reality, it's KBF who assembles the team. They are the ones who make the players join the team. So as much as the TM is there, she does virtually nothing there. So the Morans are not ready for any team in Africa at this point. And the Kenya Morans will be swept. If this is how they look against the South Sudanese team, and they are the local-based players, the local-based team that they played about a week ago, they can't even make the first, second, third, or fourth team. And the Kenya Morans, the first team, failed at that. Then we have this game that happened on Saturday, about a day ago, this weekend. The Kenya Morans conceded 100 points. So in 2 games, they conceded 183 points. So it begs the question, there's no defense. Desmond Owili had a poor game. You had Ken Washira, he came out and balled out, but you could see Eric Ondondo, he came in and balled out for the select team. And you can even see the other technical bench for the select team. They knew what to do. They knew what plays to run. And they figured out the Morans team. And this was something that was bound to happen. And as much as the Morans keep saying that they're ready, I don't think they're ready. I think that they're going to get whooped, seriously. They're going to get molly-whooped to oblivion, because you can't tell me that your quote-unquote head coach and the TM sabotaged the actual head coach who was supposed to coach, and he was not even going to get paid. There's a whole, saga involving that whole situation, and you could see the power the KBF cartels have and the way they use their power to mangle everything. And honestly, it's quite sad, because at this point, we're just going to to wait and see another embarrassment, like the way we saw the FIBA World Cup qualifiers, the way we saw the Afrobasket qualifiers. We're just going to get the same embarrassment, because the TM said there are international players coming, and of course, they're not going to meet in Nairobi. They're going to converge in that venue. So that means they're going to use the same playbook that they had last time, where they failed. And incompetence is the order of the day here. The Kenyan Morans lack any ability to play defense. The team is weak. The team has no direction, lacks identity, lacks everything that a national team possesses. Angola right now just taking notes. Tunisia already taking notes. And Guinea also taking notes, I presume, because those are the teams that you're going to match up against. And I've seen in multiple cases where the coach say that they're going to look at film. I don't think they look at any film. I feel like there's no competence in that position, especially when it comes to the Kenya Morans coach. Coach Cliff is a certified loser. This is a coach that can never win anything. This is a coach that has failed to coach anybody to any relevance. We saw him, he lost his job at APR. APR made the BAL. They cut him loose because this is not a guy you can win with. The Kenya Morans keep putting this guy there, knowing for a fact that he's a certified failure and he cannot win anything. So the cartels in KBF ensure that they put incompetent people there. And it's not like they can't get professional. A professional person, when they see these situations that happen, in the scandals that happen here, they just walk away. The KBF costed Coach Liz Mills coaching the Kenya Morans. Coach Grant Wallace, he got sabotaged even before he landed to Nairobi to be able to coach this team. And he was not even getting paid, by the way. So you can see the rot that is there, and it's all engineered by all that cabal in the federation, those cartels in the federation that are doing this. And all for what? Just to get a trip. It's all for a trip. The whole effort is somebody just to try to secure a place where they can go and travel. So it's a sad situation. The Kenya Morans are going to get swept. I have no doubt. If this is how they looked in like 2 games, I know I've made a lot of videos talking about the Kenya Morans. Statistically, the Kenya Morans have no ability to match up against Tunisia. They lack the ability to match up against an Angola. They lack the ability to match up against a Guinea. And the Tunisia matchup is not even a no-brainer. Tunisia just going to molly up Kenya. I predict it's just going to be the same case as what happened against the Egyptian team. Egypt beat Kenya by 54 points in the FIBA World Cup qualifiers early February 2022. It's just the same thing is going to happen. The last time Kenya matched up against Tunisia was last year in the AfroCan. And that time they didn't even bring a strong team. Right now in the Afrobasket, they're going to bring in their A team, their strongest team ever, and they're going to come in and do their thing. Angola, we got beef with them. We beat them in the last time they matched up with them. So they're not going to give us any light of day when it comes to beating us up. When you look at Guinea are just going to take us up easily. It's just going to be the same matchup as we saw against Morocco or even against Gabon. They're just that type of team. They're a team that can beat us. given like the way we play. If you mean to tell me that we conceded 100 points against a select team that was just assembled, that was randomly assembled, and just coached by guys that were just picked up like a few days toward the game, and they're able to get this result, the Kenya Morans are not ready. They have nothing. Coach Ansel Wafula is not even a coach. I don't know where he got his credentials from. He can't coach anything. He's a guy who can't win anything. He should have just remained as a player. Great player, horrible coach. Coach Cliff is a certified loser coach. Team manager is useless. The Kenya Basketball Federation, very incompetent. The Morans lack an identity. There's a proverbial grocery list of things that you can state about the Kenya Morans that are actually true and they're detrimental to the team. The team lacks any defense. The team's offense is reliant on one person. And if this one person is locked out of the game and other teams catch on and they know how to defend this player, it's it for us. And there's no way we're going to win that game. So, I mean, outside looking in, it's just a sad thing. It's just a sad state of affairs. Knowing for a fact that we only have, it's a week away. It's next week on Friday. So that's where we're going to play. That Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It's done. There's nothing that the Kenya Morans right now can do to change the situation. We're about a week away. Actually counting on days. Because next week they're supposed to be flying out. So this is actually their last week to get in the reps to be able to play well. And even from my sources, the Kenya Morans, part of the Kenya Morans players that are slated to go, went even to the chairman saying that they wanted to forfeit because they are not ready. And one thing that even I wanted to even mention is the fact that playing for the Kenya Morans right now is actually a detriment to anyone who wants to pursue basketball. Because if you go there and have a very poor outing, you can't even convince a scout that you're a good player because you've been put in a situation that has been set up for your failure. And honestly, if you ask me, it's not a good career move for somebody to go and play for the Kenya Morans right now because you're just going to fail. There's nothing you can do at this point to guarantee success for that team. The coach is trash. The players don't have an identity, can't play defense. The Kenya Morans don't even know any better to hire any competence. So there's no way the Kenya Morans can be able to win. So there's no winning. There's no version of this that they come out on top. So any player who's affiliated to the Kenya Morans right now is actually doing more harm than good when they play for the team. And a forfeit would have been a call, especially if training camp wasn't great. I would rather the team forfeit and avoid embarrassment and even get a 3-year ban. By that time, we're just rebuilding. I prefer that than going out there, getting beat by 60 points, 70 points. You know, in a one-sided game, no defense whatsoever, no offense whatsoever, because Tunisia play hard defense and they have very good offense and they shoot the 3-ball. The Kenyan Morans lack players who can even shoot the 3-ball at an efficient clip. We have 3-point shooters, but you don't have 3-point makers like that. You don't have like 3-point specialists or marksmen in the team. The only one you're seeing is Ariel Ortega, and if he's short, he doesn't find his shot in the first game, in the second game, in the third game. That's it, bro. He played in 3x3, took him about 2-3 games to be able to like find his shot. The other time he played in the AfroCan, the man even didn't play a lick of basketball. Played in games that didn't matter. Coach Cliff was the one that even made sure that he didn't even play anything. So it's actually a very, very tough situation, especially when it comes to the players, because it just ruins the stock of the players. And any player who's going to be affiliated to that team and any scout that's going to look at that, it's just going to do more harm than good to their career. So honestly, if you ask me, this is just going to be a sweep. You're going to be swept by Tunisia, Angola, and Guinea. It will be quick, and I don't think we're going to win any single game. None. I even saw an interview where Ariel Okal said you're going to win at least 2 games. From where? You mean tell me that will mean that that would mean that you have to beat at least Tunisia or Angola or Guinea twice. That's not going to happen, honestly. There's no way you can beat Tunisia. Statistically, it's proven. We all know how that goes. They're the two-time Afrobasket champions. There's no way Tunisia are going to drop a game against Kenya. Considering the way that we look right now, these games can try to lie to you and tell you that we have what it takes, but we have nothing. Conceded 183 points. There's no future there. Angola, they're just going to whitewash us. Angola played in the FIBA World Cup last year. If they bring that squad, they're going to beat us by 50 points. Guinea, it's just going to beat down. They look like a Congo DR. They look like a Gabon. They look like a Cameroon. Not even Cameroon, but they look like a Morocco. So, no question there. No questions asked there. And if the cartels pick the team, the final team that is going to go there, they're just going there for vacation. I don't expect them. I've lowered all the expectations I have for the team. I've always lowered them, even when going into the AfroCan last year. I knew for a fact that this team isn't going to do anything significant. So, yeah, man. I mean, it's actually very frustrating. So, if you guys like the video, make sure to leave your feedback down in the comments on what you think about this. This is just my opinion, but of course, my opinions are always fact-based opinions. So, tell me what you think in the comment section. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. I just want to, put this out there so that people can be aware of what is really going on. And I'm out. Peace.